Mikel, good to see you.
Hello.
How was the international break, first of all? Did you manage to take some time out at all?
I did the weekend, and I spent some very good time with the family and the kids. And yeah, we get a lot of work done as well because we knew the period that was coming, and we need to prepare really well, reflect a little bit on the last 5 weeks between the two previous international breaks. So very productive time.
Can you, as a Premier League manager, ever fully switch off?
Fully,
Does it happen?
Probably not. If you talk about switching off football because it's your life and you're in a big football club, a lot of things happen daily. But I like to think that I'm becoming much better at focusing and being present where I am. And if I have to work 2 hours, the rest is that. If I have to work 12, I can still do other things, and hopefully the people around me can appreciate that better and better.
So come on then, tell us, what does Mikel Arteta do to switch off? Are you a book reader? Do you watch Netflix or?
Number one thing is family. Spending time with my family, sitting around and doing things with them, with my wife, with my kids, and enjoying those moments and being a father sometimes, waking them up, getting dressed, have a breakfast with them, taking them to school, leave them, give them a big hug, go and collect them later, spend some time with my wife after that, see friends, family. That's the moment that I really enjoy. And if I have times, yeah, I love reading, I love to watch to the movies, I love traveling, but these are all the things that if I have time I can do.
And is that something that you've learned to be better at, maybe the more experience you've got and the older that you've got?
Yes, I'm not saying I'm very good at that, but I think certainly I'm very conscious of that, very conscious of the necessity that I have, and as well the people around me has as well, for me to improve in that area, and yeah, that it's something that needs to be done to be more efficient as well when you get back to work.
Okay, let's talk Sunday, 4:30 under the lights, the Emirates Stadium, the North London derby. Does it get any better?
It doesn't get better than that, and that's the big day. That's the day that the emotions are different, that the level of passion and energy in the stadium, it's unique, and can't wait to be there.
I want to take you back to quite a bizarre time in everyone's life. I think I was interviewing you over Zoom back in those days, and the one thing that stuck out to me that you spoke about was you needed the synergy with the fans. You always use that word. It really resonated with me. You've since spoken about that and you've said they're playing the game with you now. So come Sunday, when North London Forever is being sung by everyone at the Emirates, bar the Tottenham Hotspur fans, of course, how will you feel? Do you get that feeling? Do you get the goosebumps?
I do get the goosebumps every time we sing that song together, because that's a way of connecting, and football is about emotion and it's so much involved in that. And when we had that period that you cannot connect with anybody, you cannot really transmit the energy to each other, I was really worried, because without that there is nothing. That's a foundation. You have to build that relationship. That relation has to inspire something, whether it is trust, whether it's confidence, whether it is passion, whether it is joy, but something. And if you are not able to do that with each individual, it becomes extremely difficult to do something great.
I know managers are famous for saying, I only look at the next game. But when it's the summer break and those fixtures come out, you must look at that one and think, when is that North London derby?
Probably the first one is, okay, what's the first game of the season? And after that, for sure, this one.
You've played in some ferocious ones for many different reasons. I heard an interview with you last week talking about those derbies. What is it about this one, though? Is there something about it that just makes it special and unique?
It does, and probably it's the sense of belonging that I have with this football club as well, and my experience here as a player and then as a manager, that it makes it that unique, and it touches you more because you really want to impact the club and make people happy, and we have that power, that responsibility as well to deliver something that you're going to make so many people happy, and that's an opportunity that has to be taken.
You've played in the fixture, you've managed in this fixture as well. Can you compare the emotion and the feeling you have as a player and as a manager? Is it different?
It is different, yeah. As a player, there is something else when you are on that grass and you feel dominating the game, in control, winning, just hugging, touching your teammates, and being ready for that fight. It's something else. As a manager, it's beautiful. It's all the preparation. It's trying to bring the team with the best emotional state, physical and tactical state to the game. And then when it happens, it's just magic. But yeah, it is different.
Is it a more feeling of helplessness when you're a manager compared to when you're on the pitch?
Well, in a sense, yes, but in other sense as well, it's a lot of decisions that you have to make that hopefully they will impact the team in the right way. But once the ball is kicking, yeah, they have to make the decisions and they have to be responsible for that.
Mikel, I've been to, I've lost count how many news conferences I've been when I've been speaking to you. I have to say I have noticed a change in you, particularly this season. You come across, even now, a little bit more relaxed than I'm used to you seeing maybe 2-3 seasons ago. Is that because your team is winning and it's on a great run, or is it something that you've consciously tried to look within yourself and say, I want to maybe portray myself in a different way now?
No. Whatever that feeling that you have is just an evolution of a human being, whether it is his life, which I think a lot of things happen in my life in the last 2-3 seasons that will impact the person that I am today, the needs of that team and the understanding of what kind of manager, what kind of leader the team needs right now, and probably is different to the one that they needed 2-3 years ago. And that's it. At the end, it's about authenticity and who you are, and try to transmit that, and hopefully in a powerful way that helps the team to win a lot of games.
Because I was just wondering, was there any feedback that you've had, maybe from your wife, from your family, or from people close to you who say to you, Mikel, maybe?
That's constant and on every level. And we can take that when I'm in the touchline, or when I'm in a press conference, or dealing with certain issues that can happen, or daily situation that we have in a football team. But as well as a father, my kids have a different age now, and they require something else from myself. Now I've been here almost 6 years. It is different. The people that I have around me are different as well, and they transmit something else to you. So whatever it is, if it's better for the team, we're doing good.
Just referring back to that interview I saw with you when you were talking about the managers who have influenced you. You mentioned those 4 names in Moyes, Pochettino, in Pep, and in Arsene Wenger as well. Your players obviously need something from you because you're their leader. What does Mikel Arteta need when he has a difficult period? Who do you speak to? Did you speak to any of these guys still?
I do, yes. But especially the players, because that's the ones that if I'm in a certain emotional state that I'm lacking something, probably it's going to come from there or from the staff. And then, yeah, obviously my family, and then they have 4 incredible mentors that they've been a big part of my life, that I wouldn't be sitting here if they haven't crossed that journey since I was a player, and I will be forever grateful. And in their capacity, they have inspired me, and they are part of me. And sometimes I don't have to pick up the phone, because the best thing is the example that they have set for me, the standards and certain behaviors that I learned from them in certain moments, and that's probably the best thing to do.
I'm guessing you probably couldn't pick up the phone to someone like Pep because you were in direct competition with him with some of the things that you might need. But I'm thinking more someone like Arsene. Do you still have a regular communication with him?
Yes, probably not as regular as I would love to as well, but he's there. But he's constantly living with me in the present, and again, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him and what I learned and what he installed within me, the role that he allowed me to have and fulfill in this football club. And Arsene is a person who has such an aura and personality that he lives with you. It's like is constantly here, you know. And when I have to reflect and think about certain things, I always go back to that period. What's the way that he would do it, or what the things that he would analyze, and then how would make that decision. And then it's up to you and your personality to deliver what you think is best.
Do you genuinely think that? What would Arsene do in this situation?
Unconsciously, I think so. And what Pep teach me, and my father and my mother, and this, I think we are all made with all the experiences and the big reference that we have in our lives, and the same happens with my wife. And then I like to be in your seat as well, because I would like to treat you and you feel in the same, that if we change chairs is the same way. So when I'm thinking about a player, I say, okay, let me sit in his chair, see how he thinks, and probably I would have a better perspective of the situation.
Outstanding memory as a manager and as a player in this fixture, what would they be?
It comes the joy and happiness of the people, just looking at the crowd, looking in the grass, people after the game, after winning the game, and seeing that joy, that happiness, that passion delivered, that pride to wear that badge. That's for me the best one.
Any particular game that would stand out?
No, it's just the moment. If I can reproduce that, we can reproduce that on Sunday, I'll be so happy.
Maybe the moments to come.
Probably.
Brilliant stuff.